Yeah. Coke fed, press some hand, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls rescue, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm weak, not dead, she sweet, I guess she confessed. She thinking less, not drinking less, bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous, I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bag, don't touch my perk.
Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm, our Oklahoma City Thunder post-game analysis show. The Thunder, of course, did not take care of business tonight, losing our first game of the year, and it was really tough to watch it. Thunder took a loss, of course, 122-124 at Denver. Now, we knew that eventually the Thunder were going to lose. It wasn't like none of us thought that the Thunder were going to keep winning and be able to overcome some of the things that we have going on. So, but anyway, the Thunder, I want to say, we started out kind of rocky, then we came back and we won. And let me get this fixed. Okay, we're fixed. Now my YouTube thing is done. Thank my guys are here, Hotspot's here. Love you, brother. Shaking your head. Dunk it. Don't freaking try to do a layup. 40-point third. Yeah, we lost the game in the third quarter, Hotspot. Now, for those of you, you can go to YouTube, search After the Storm OKC Thunder, like, subscribe, hit notifications. Every time we're on, you can automatically get a feed. Or plus, if you have questions or you want to comment, like my guy Hotspot's going to be on, I'm sure John's going to be on, I'm sure our normal crew is going to Burgess to be on, so I'm sure everybody will be on tonight to talk about the game and what happened with the Thunder. But if you want to go, search YouTube, After the Storm, OKC Thunder, like, subscribe, hit notifications, and we'll be on every time. And likewise, Daily Show, The Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark. And then, of course, if you just want to go back and look at all our previous shows, you can go to www.mcsportsnetwork.com, and you can look at any of the previous shows. So, my thoughts on the game is, yes, we lost in the third quarter. I agree with Hotspot right here on the show. We lost in the third quarter. Once again, I know people get mad at me for harping on this guy, but he doesn't understand lineups and he doesn't understand for the game. He just doesn't. But he's fantastic at out-of-bounds plays, giving the right person throwing the ball in, and he's fantastic at developing players. Those are two strengths of his. Also, I guess you got to give him and Presti credit by putting the defensive lineup or defensive team together, so you got to give him credit for that. But knowing how to use them and all these experimental lineups, I'm like, I don't get your experimental lineups. You look at Boston. They added to their lineup is their lineup. This is who the rotation is. We're just going to add players to fit in those lineups. But here's our top 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to add somebody to fit in. The Thunder are, putting people in and trying to develop play because that's what the Thunder do, and that's where they're at, and that's okay. But you're going to get in trouble when you're trying to win games doing that. But the third quarter, and I got in my notes, where is it at here? In my notes in the third quarter, it's 89, 87, 79, and you take lineup change. And I said, here's a 7-0 run that we went on, and we're up 78-62. And I'm like, lineup change, please. And then he waits. It's 84-75. I go, lineup change, please, because I could tell that the flow is starting to happen. So this is my notes. He does the lineup change, 89-70, 89-79. And you have J-Dub, Chet, A.J. Mitchell, Caruso, and Kaysen. You take SGA out of the game in the third quarter. Then you put SGA back in the game, okay, and they went on a 25-9 run, okay? You put SGA back in the game, and the now score is 87-89 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So, in basically 2.5 minutes, you lost the game. That's what happened. And so then now all of a sudden, it's 87-89, and you've got SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Chet, the 5 we've been talking about on this show forever. That's your best 5, along with, you want to go smaller, you put Wiggins in there. we got Wiggins in there. It's SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Chet. And you have Dort in there if you want to go to smaller lineup with that 5. That's what we talked about. So instead of when I've got lineup change, please, feeling the flow of the game, I've got lineup change, you wait for 2.5 minutes, and they go on the run, and they go from being down 84-75 to up 87-89. And you people, y'all can get mad at me all you want to. Coaching matters. It just does. And we are deep. We have players. Our guys will defend like crazy. But you got to put the right lineups in the right time. And then he waited until they got on a run to put in the lineup that he should have put in previously. But once again, we talk about his weaknesses are lineups and understanding the flow of the game. Those are his weaknesses. And it's just over and over and over and over and over and over and over. He lost the Mavericks game because of not understanding lineups, not understanding flow of the game. He just doesn't get it. It's just not his thing. Now, what Boston did is that with Mazzulla, they brought in the veteran coaches to help him do that. That's how they won the championship last year. Now, of course, one of them now is with the Clippers, Jeff Van Gundy. I mean, dude, if you're trying to win, you have to understand what the hell your coach's weaknesses are. Instead of like, well, we're going to win because we're so deep, and we're talented. We're the second most talented team in the league behind the Celtics, deep-wise. We just are. But the difference is coaching matters. How you play guys, when the lineups come in, understanding when the flow. Those are things that matters. Now, the second thing I'm going to say is SGA was dog trash tonight. He played terrible. And like I said, I'm gonna call people out when they do bad. But he played terrible tonight. He did not play well. I'm joined by my guy Nathan Taylor of YNB. What's up, homie?
Man, that was a frustrating game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying SGA and we were sitting there talking about this tonight. We were at downtime over at Bungalow watching the game, and I was it was about 4 or 5 of us. And they're all like, man, why is his shirt hanging out? I said, man, I don't know. This whole year, he's been sloppy. I don't understand what it is. Because when you put your jersey in, you tuck your jersey in and go in the game or whatever, and then they pull him out when they come on the bench. Why are you pulling your jersey out? You're sitting down. Does it bother you that your jersey's in? And you're going to pull it out and then having to put it back in? Dude, leave your jersey. I don't understand that. Once I tucked my jersey in, I never tucked it out, brought it back out. I don't understand that, Nathan. But I don't like his sloppy, the way that he's dressed and it's like his I don't like his attitude, bro. But anyway.
How about SGA right now?
Yes. And I'm giving him just as much responsibility as I am the coach in the third quarter and what he played. I mean, he knows the lineup, and like I'm trying to explain to everyone. Well, I'm trying to explain to everyone. When you feel the flow of the game changing, you put the lineup in that's your best 5 to stop that flow. But you take SGA out and leave J-Dub in, which I'm like, and I've got it here, right here, Nathan, lineups. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in 2 minutes, from 5:56 to 3:20, we went from being up 87-79 to down 87-89 in 2.5 minutes.
I think we were up 16. Was that in the first quarter?
No, we were up. Okay, we went on a 7-0 run. We're up 78-62. Okay, we went on a 7-0 run to take that lead, and then with 5 minutes and 50 seconds, it's 84-75. And I'm like, lineup change, please. Here are my notes right here. Lineup change, please. And then what he does is he takes SGA out. Is what he does with the lineup change. And he puts in J-Dub, Chet, A.J. Mitchell, Kaysen, and Caruso. And they're in the flow of the game is clearly they're taking over, clearly. And you're taking out SGA and leaving J-Dub in with them. Like what are you doing? But once again, when you're developing a player, you're trying to develop him to get, next 2 years down the road and understand how to, cut runs out is what they're basically doing.
Well, what you always say, he's going to cost us how many games? Well, there's one. Right?
It's going to cost us at least 5 games is what I said. He's going to cost us at least 5 games because of his lineups. I mean, it just is. It's frustrating as hell to me. Here's
And
the
the
end
sad
of
part is, Matt,
huh?
we had a chance to win this game in the last 10 seconds. That's the sad part.
I'm just frustrated with it, man. But what is your
That
point?
last
Last 10
possession,
seconds.
remember?
What is your view of
Yeah,
what
as I
happened?
say, as bad as we played, we still had a chance to win the game in the last possession.
Yeah.
And I'm frustrated. Was it Chet that missed the block out on the Jokic on that last play?
Yes.
Was it Chet?
Yes.
And then if Alex Caruso wasn't on this team, we wouldn't even have had the rebound.
And my point is, with Alex
So
Caruso, why are you leaving Michael Porter Jr. when he's in flow?
I know.
To double team Jokic? What the hell are you doing?
And I know his offensive game's going to come around, but man, he needs to start hitting something.
Yes, he does. It's bad. It's
I
bad.
mean, his offense is awful.
But I think mentally when he started out being very docile, laid back, not trying to figure out where he belongs instead of just going with the flow. And now he's trying to go with the flow, which is what he should have done at the very beginning. He'd be different. But anyway, the Thunder lost to the Nuggets 124-122, then proving them to 5-3. The Thunder are now 7-1. The Nuggets went 16 of 38 from three, 47% from the field, 54 rebounds with 12 offensive rebounds, which is about what we're giving up now. 50 pips, 18 turnovers. Thunder 16 for 40 from three. That's very respectable. 16 for 40 is not.
We couldn't throw it. Couldn't throw it in the ocean in the fourth quarter. Right?
Yep. 44% from the field, 48 rebounds, 50 pips for us, 14 turnovers with SGA having 6 of them. That's, he can't.
That last possession was just.
It was horrible.
Awful.
But you know what?
He never takes that shot in the last couple.
No, he doesn't.
That's the jumper. Why?
He was going to the basket looking for a call, and they didn't give him one, and haven't given him one. Okay, they haven't given him one, and that's facts. Now the box score is. This is what the box score looked like, Nate. And then Hotspot, of course, is saying a 40-point third, which is he's right. 40-point third.
You can't do that.
But they got in a flow. This is the NBA. They're very good. Okay. Chet, 15 points.
We didn't even have their 2-3 guys tonight.
Yeah, but that was part of it, though. That was part of my fear was because they did not have Jamal Murray and they did not have Aaron Gordon, which they had both of those in the first beatdown. So in your mind as a player, you look at that. They don't. You tend to have a little bit of a letdown. But the problem was we were in complete control of the game until the third quarter when he made the lineup decisions he made. And they got into a flow and they never stopped. And that's what coaching, like I try to explain to people, you can love him all you want. Coaching matters. And the Thunder did nothing to address their coaching issues, unlike the Celtics. Mazzulo got ridiculously outcoached by the Miami coach. What's his name? Oh my God. Spoelstra. Completely outcoached him. And what did they do? They added veteran coaches to him to help him with his coaching. That's what they did. The Thunder did not do that. Because they have a plan and they're 2 or 3 years down the road. They're planning for later on. They're not. If you're trying to win, then you there's no way in hell that Sam Presti's not smart enough to know the coach's woes, his weaknesses, and you did nothing to improve them, and that's facts. Anyway, Chet, 15 points, 5 for 14, 10 rebounds. He finally got a block with what, Nathan? 2 minutes to go in the game. His first block.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
J-Dub.
The thing about. I can sit here and beat this stat sheet to death, but the simple fact is, we have Hartenstein. That's a different game.
No, we have Hartenstein and Jay Will. It's a different game, 100%. But the bottom line, Nathan, is 2 things: third quarter substitution and SGA's turnovers.
SGA, man.
He played terrible.
Wow.
He had 28 points, and he's 0 for 3, 10 for 19, 8 for 10 from 3, from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 8 turnovers. So he had 8 of our 14. The team as a whole had 6. He had 8.
man.
And he's +3. How the hell is he +3?
Well, and I didn't. And tell me, I mean, I liked some of the personnel that played in the fourth quarter, but why in the world is Aaron Wiggins? And explain to me this: why you put Isaiah Joe in? I know you need offense, but he wasn't. He hit a couple early, but he wasn't hitting anything.
No, but my thing is this:
and
when the
Jordan
flow of
hit.
the game in the fourth quarter, you can't have Isaiah Joe on the floor. You need to have Kaysen or Dort on the floor. You can't have him on the floor. You can't.
And Dort was shooting all the night too. So
Dort, well, Isaiah Joe, 11 points. Here's the stat for Isaiah Joe: 11 points, 4 for 11 in 25 minutes, 3 for 9 from three, 5 rebounds, 3 assists was his thing. Lou Dort, 11 points in 26 minutes, 3 for 6, 3 for 5 from three, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. I thought Lou played really well. J-Dub had 3 steals also. J-Dub, 29 points, 11 for 20, 4 for 8, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, 1 turnover. But, my thing with him is that he had more than 1 turnover because he threw the ball away at least 2 times that I know of. And then Jang, 10 minutes, that kills us. Caruso, 1 for 9, 0 for 3, 2 points. 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. Defensively, he's amazing, but we've got to get something out of him offensively.
I mean, because if you don't, it's just Dort all over again, right? I mean,
exactly. It's just brutal, man. It's brutal to watch. Wiggins, only 17 minutes. He didn't play the first quarter.
That's where I was going right there.
He didn't play the first quarter. Didn't play the first. You playing A.J. Mitchell, but once again, he's a developed. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, where was he in the fourth quarter? I mean, you're telling me you need points, and off the bench, your best point scorer coming off the bench doesn't play the fourth quarter.
He was 5 for 9, 2 for 4, with 2 rebounds, and you didn't have him on the floor. Yep. Lineups, baby. Lineups. Mitchell, 9 minutes.
If your finishing lineup last 5 minutes, which is when I think Isaiah Joe came back.
He put the starters in, is what he did. Not the best 5 to win the game. He put the starters in. That's what he did.
If he would have went, because I mean, again, situational, right?
Like I said, understanding lineups and floor of the game are his 2 weaknesses.
Floor of the game, okay. So do you agree with me then tonight the best finishing lineup that you could have had on the floor was in flow of the game because of the way the game was going?
Mm-hmm.
Lou Dort, SGA, J-Dub, Chet, and Aaron Wiggins.
Yes.
I mean, I can see that, and I'm just some dude on the street.
Yeah. SGA, J-Dub, Chet, Caruso, and Wiggins. 100%.
No, I said Dort because he was shooting well.
Okay, Dort instead of Caruso? Okay.
Yeah, Dort
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Our boy Hotspot says he's playing like trash because they're trying to make him more of a perimeter player. They need to just let him cook in mid-range and get to the spot. All these threes for him need to go. Talking about SGA. And Joe isn't a sniper, and they got to start letting AJ ball. No, they don't. You need to stop with that AJ stuff, Hotspot. You need to get over that. And then Mitchell, no, bro, you're high. Mitchell is, no. And he goes, I get it, he's a rookie, but he makes the right plays. He ain't ready. Not even close. In a close game, in a big game like this.
AJ Mitchell over Aaron Wiggins.
Yes. No way. No way, brother. That shouldn't happen.
I mean, if you're playing, I don't know, San Antonio or San Antonio really. If you're playing, I don't know, give me a crappy team. If you're playing
Charlotte,
then yeah, sure, AJ Mitchell.
Charlotte.
He can play all day long, man. That's fine.
Yeah.
But we said this. We've been saying. Well, you've been saying this for 3 years. I've been saying it for 2. You can't play these rookies in games that matter if you're trying to win.
That's correct. You can't give away games. But what did I say? He's going to cost us 5 games because of his lineups and lack of flow of the game. I said that in the beginning. It's what he does. He just doesn't get it. And Sam Presti didn't make any moves other than adding to the lineup. And then they're telling you what they want to do in the future is SGA and Dort not here, and you have the team that you have now, and you add to it. But you want to keep SG, you want to keep J-Dub, Chet, Caruso, iHeart. Because remember, you only have iHeart for 2 more years. Then you got to make a decision on how much you want to pay him. So you're basically saying you've got a 2-year window here, and you're not doing anything to help us out by adding a coach on the bench. Like I'm trying to explain to everybody, I'm not hating on the coach. I'm just telling you what his weaknesses are and what his strengths are. They are what they are.
He's not. I mean, honestly, it's a disservice to him, really.
Yeah, but what you're saying is he's doing what they want to do. They're in the process of trying to act like they're wanting to win, but they're building for the future without SGA and Dort. That's what they're doing. He is the SGA cooler, and SGA is dude. I'm telling you, when we were sitting there watching the game tonight, Nathan, and we're like, why is his shirt, this last few games, why is your shirt hanging all out? What are you doing? You know, and and it's just like he's mentally, there's something wrong, man. I don't know what it is.
You could tell he was worn. He was worn smooth tonight, man.
Yeah, he's just mentally he was not there tonight, and let's just go on and call it the way we call it. He was terrible. 8 of our 14 turnovers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not an SGA game. Even in his bad games, he didn't do that.
No, he had a couple turnovers that I'm just like
me. He's caught in between his game transitions. If that makes any sense.
Yes, 100%.
Like he's caught in between. Like, do I shoot threes? Do I do mid range? What do I do?
And the problem is,
and like last year.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, last year.
The problem with it is last year, and what made him such a great player is he knew where his spots were.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like he just has missed. Like he doesn't know where his spots are anymore.
Well, it's just like Hotspot said, he's playing like trash because they're trying to turn him into more of a perimeter player. That's what he just said. Now I did a note thing because I was wondering about him not going to the free throw line. He's only averaging 5.5 free throws now compared to 8.5.
Because he's taking too many outside shots.
Yeah, he's not getting the calls, number one. Like, he got hammered a couple times. I'm like, how the hell is that not a foul? And then Chet got hit. I'm like, man, that's not a foul? J-Dub got hit going to the basket one time, and I'm like, he got hit 3 different times, and that's not an N1.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, like you said, we still had a chance to win the game at the end. With all that being said.
I mean, we're sitting here griping, and we're 7-1, and we almost won that game.
But,
but it's frustrating because it's things that you could have fixed.
Yeah.
It's not that you got beat, it's that you beat yourself.
Beat yourself. But my deal is this. When they went on that run, okay, in that 2.5 minutes, you put in the lineup that you should have put in when I said, here's my deal, lineup change, please. Right here, 84-79. I said, lineup change, please. And what he did is he took out SGA. I'm like, okay, that's not what the hell I meant. And you're putting in you putting in AJ Mitchell. The flow of the game is going, and Hotspot, I do like AJ Mitchell. I do like his growth. I do like him as a player. I think he's going to contribute. But when the other team is making a run, and you should know and feel that they're making a run, that's when you go to the lineup. You don't go to the lineup after 2.5 minutes and then you're down 87-79. They went on a 10-0 run in 2.5 minutes. And then you put in the lineup that you should have put in the first place.
In the third quarter, into the fourth quarter, lineups were off.
Well, no, Nathan, I'm saying right here, it's 78-62. We went on a 7-0 run. Okay, and that was with like 8 minutes to go, something like that. In 3.5 minutes, you could tell that they were starting to play. So it's 84-75, 5:56, and I'm saying lineup change, please. And he does the lineup change 87-79 with 4 minutes and 53 seconds to go, or 5:45, and he takes out SGA. And you have J-Dub, Chet, AJ Mitchell, Kaysen, and Caruso. That's your 5. And then in 2.5 minutes, It goes from 87, 89, and you put in SGA with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and you got SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Chet, which is arguably the best 5 you got. And if you want to go small, you put Dort in there. You know, but that point, so we ended up being 95-95 at the end of the. So we outscored them by 2. So we outscored them 8-7, 8-6, to basically tie it up. So that's what happened. Then in the fourth quarter, you go ahead and you start SGA, and you have SGA, J-Dub, Dort. You have SGA, J-Dub, Kaysen, Wiggins, and Jang.
I don't know, man.
And then he takes out it's 104, 103 us, and he takes out Kaysen and puts in Caruso, and takes out Jang and puts in Dort. I love our team. Our team is ridiculously defensively, but giving up 124 points, and you've been giving up what? Let me see. Let me go to our team stat. By the way, Nathan, I did update the stats. Okay.
Okay. There's a 30. Last time you played them, you gave up 84 points.
Yep.
89 points or something like that. And you went from that to them not having Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon. You let them give up 30
because of the simple fact of what he was doing.
Yeah.
Porter. I mean,
we had the same lineup.
Well, then I was sitting there because we were sitting there looking at Caruso's, and we're sitting there screaming, "Quit leaving Porter!" And then he left the double team Chet, helped Chet double team down on Jokic. Jokic hits Porter, and then Porter hits Braun coming to the middle. I'm like, quit. Just let Chet and him go at it. Here's what the Nuggets did. Watson 10 points. Jokic 24. Michael Porter Jr. He was 6 for 10 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic 23 points.
4 scores over 20 points.
Jokic was 20 points, 9 for 20. He was 9 for 20. He didn't play that well. 20 rebounds though. 16 assists. Another triple double. 23 points, 20 boards, and 16 assists. Jokic's number. Russell killed us. Tonight. 3 for 4 from 3. He killed us. 10 for 15, 32 minutes.
Did you know coming into the game he hit 5 threes all year?
Yeah.
God.
Frustrating. I know he he did his thing, and I can't. I mean, but anyway,
he did, but it just pisses you off.
But our point, Nathan, was we were averaging 96 points a game. No one's close to us even there. No one's even close. 3-point percentage, we were number 1. No one's even close giving up. I mean, we're number 1 in giving up points, number 1 in field goal percentage, and number 1 in 3-point percentage. We gave up 124 points. What did they shoot from the field? Hold on. 50, they shot 42% from 3 and 47% from the field. We averaged 28.2, and we gave up 42% from 3.
God.
Very frustrating. But Burgess said, even with the loss, I like us in the 7-game series against Denver. Oh, me too. Me too, Burgess. I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, I love our team and what we have. I mean, we are deep. We're 9 deep, easy. And the way AJ Mitchell's playing, we could be 10 deep. You know, I don't think Jones is ready to play. Dylan Jones is not the guy yet. But, you know, when you got SGA, J-Dub, Chet, Dort, Wiggins, Caruso, Kaysen, Ihart. Who am I missing? Wiggins? Did I say Wiggins?
He said Wiggins. Who are you missing?
That's 8. I'm missing something.
You said Kaysen.
Isaiah Joe and Jay Will. And then now with number 11 will be AJ. So that's 11. That's a good 11, bro.
I still think you're missing somebody.
Let me see. SGA, J-Dub, Chet, Dort, Wiggins, Kaysen, Caruso, Isaiah Joe, iHeart, J. Will,
J.
and
Will.
AJ. That's 11.
That's 12 or 11.
11, yeah.
11.
And but so I mean, I'm really thrilled on what we have, but the bottom line is, and people can get mad, and they do, Nathan. And I'm just like, look,
They do.
I'm not hating on the Thunder. I'm just telling you what our weaknesses are. And for you to people to say, well, you just I'm not hating. I'm just telling you the facts. This is what we're doing. This is where we're at. This is what we need to improve on. Just like before, 2 years, 3 years ago, I said we have 3 weaknesses: outside shooting, perimeter defense, and inside presence. And we fixed all of those. Fixed all of those.
The problem is you just don't have, like, I mean, and not that it would have mattered. Well, it mattered a little bit in this case, but you just don't have, with Chet as your center. Jokic is just going to eat you alive.
Well, yeah, he just put in Chet,
any...
and plus, remember, Chet dominated in the first game.
Yeah, and he wasn't, man. Chet wasn't aggressive tonight.
We were just,
I don't know.
We weren't there, bro.
No.
We weren't there.
You weren't. I mean, how many layups did we miss?
Dude, I just think that we made the run, got up 16, but before the game, your point of no Gordon and no Murray, that messed up our psyche. We took them for granted. We're gonna kick their butt, and they came out and they were fighting. Then you go up, and then the flow is changing, and you have a chance. Yes, free throws were terrible too, and then you have a chance.
Oh God!
And then you have a chance to go up, and then you need to make the flow of the game is changing. You can see them getting momentum and making a run, and you don't put in your best 5 to stop the run, just like you didn't do at Dallas, because he doesn't understand flow of the game. He just doesn't, and I've been saying that for 4 years, or 3 years, however long he's been a coach. He doesn't understand flow of the game. He just doesn't. And we are extremely talented, like we've named. Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, if you look, and here's the thing that's really baffled me, right? Like, okay, and as bad as Alex Caruso played, he gave you 2 opportunities to win the game.
Yeah.
That steal he had with about 40 seconds to go, and he hits it ahead to Dort, and Dort misses the layup. Where he could have just paused and let the guy go by him and just lay the ball up.
But that Dort doesn't know how to. He's not a scorer. He's a defensive guy who's trying to. The coaches have tried to morph him into a player. That's the issue that we've always been saying about him. I don't want him trying to be an offensive threat. He doesn't understand.
On the last play, Caruso gets the rebound, and SJ's got a chance to win the game and just tie it at least.
SJ, listen, he not. Something's going on with him. I'm telling you. He does. You can see that he knows he understands just why when Dort did that this summer with that picture of SGA while he was training, put on his Instagram, enjoy this. He's letting everybody know, and what he and SGA know. Those 2 are gone. They don't want him there. They want J-Dub to be the man. Just like the same damn mistake they made with Westbrook and KD, they're doing the exact same damn thing with him because SGA is not a draft pick. Same thing.
If you look back to the previous 2 seasons and how SGA's played at the beginning of the year, I mean, he was ready to go, man. He was on it. And
yep.
Last year played through the whole season like that. This year, he's just.
But Nathan, he's changing the lineups. SJ has always played first and third quarter. Now he's playing J-Dub, and he's putting him in J-Dub's role and J-Dub in his role. It's ever so slight, okay? But the message is what it is. He's making him the secondary player and putting J-Dub as the first player. That's what he's doing. It's ever so subtle, but that's exactly what's going on. And SGA knows it, and it's frustrating. Like, man, what the hell are you doing? I'm the best player, and you're not putting the ball in my hand. You're giving it to this. I mean, what are you doing? But they know, and Dort put it out this summer. And it's affecting SGA. You can tell, look, I'm talking about this jersey hang. I'm like, man, why are you being sloppy? You have more drip than anybody on this team. You know what drip is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just checking. Don't want to throw stuff over your head.
Come on, man.
Want to take this out?
one too.
Yo, don't start. Anyway, we're going to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up. They love to be behind the scenes. If you have a water treatment plant in your city or county, hit these guys up. They can take care of you because, like we've always said, who the hell doesn't like clean drinking water? And if you have a dam in your neighborhood, hit those guys up. They can take care of you. Collaborative Logic, he's been working with me trying to figure out how to do all this stuff, man. It's been driving me crazy, Nathan, trying to figure out how to do our restream because they've changed it on me. And so now I'm going straight from OBS, and it's not even going through Restream anymore. So I need to just get the hell rid of it. If I'm not going to Restream, if you're not going to pick it up, what the hell do I have you for? But anyway, Collaborative Logic. If you have needs for computers or software to make your office run smoother, or if you need for a website, hit those guys up. They did a fantastic job with our website at www.mcsportsnetwork.com. I got Oak Grove Trucking and my boy Jose Fierro. If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit my boy up. He'd love to take care of you. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com, or go into any of their 5 locations. The main bank at 401 Elm in downtown Yukon, historic downtown Yukon, my bad. 66 steps. I messed that up, didn't I? The other YNB East was off the Parkway in US 66, the 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off I-40 and Garth Brooks, just south of I-40, right there on Garth Brooks in front of the hospital. And, of course, YNB Peoples, located on 23rd and Bethany between Rockwell and MacArthur. Elm Grove Clothing, if you have needs for a suit, why spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for a suit when you can spend $800 to $1,000? Hit my boy up. If you love to take care, especially now it's getting cold. He's got a couple of overcoats and a leisure suit that I really want. It's funny, Nathan, that leisure suit that I was talking about.
With the leisure suit.
Hey, the leisure suit that I'm talking about popped up on my time hop today.
Oh,
so I screenshotted it. Yeah, you're not gonna see it. Jonathan Beakey Triplet, hit my boy up.
You gotta take some pictures.
I'm not doing that. 332-8787. So anyway, that's my guy Jay. Now, everyone, what we're trying.
Hey, talk about drip right there. I mean, golly.
I'm not doing. You're not talking me into that, man. You're not talking me into that. We're not having it. We're not doing that again. I will say this: how about Steph Curry beating the Celtics again tonight?
Yeah, he's just amazing.
He really is pretty good, isn't he? He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. Better than Jaylen Brown, I can tell you that.
Okay, now what I did is, everyone, here's my top 10 players. Okay, I've got Jokic, SGA, Luka.
You in
top 10. Well, that's all that matters. Here's my top 10. That's all that matters.
No, it's not.
Yes, they are, Burgess. This is my top 10. What I'm saying is top 20 is irrelevant. It's top 10. I got Jokic, SGA, Luka, Giannis, Tatum, Embiid, whenever the hell Embiid comes back, KD, Steph, AD, and Ant-Man. Those are my 10. Now, Burgess or Hotspot, anybody have a problem with my 10 guys? Nathan, do you have a problem with any of those 10?
No, I don't have a problem with your 10. I got a problem with your 14, though.
We're talking about 10, dude. Nobody knows what you're talking about. There's only 10 right here. I'm asking you about the 10 that's on stage right here.
They will. So for those who don't know who we're talking about,
no, we're not.
Jaylen Brown at 14.
Anyways, that's where we're at.
So
but
now they know what we're talking about.
I see. But I'm going to say this about the Thunder tonight, even though we lost. I love our squad. Oh, Burgess says no, he does not like my top 10. Well, who the hell is your top 10, Burgess? He doesn't like my top 10. If you got a problem with it, put your... Huh? Who doesn't he like on my top 10?
Read it off your top 10 again.
I've got... let me see. SGA, Jokic, Embiid. Let me see. Here are my top 10 players. Jokic, SGA, Luka are 3. Giannis 4. Tatum 5. Embiid 6. KD 7. Steph 8. AD 9. And Ant-Man 10.
LeBron's got to be in there, man.
LeBron's 11. I'm not. Who are you putting LeBron in front of? I'm not. Everybody wants LeBron in there. Oh,
Yeah, Steph Curry.
Burgess was saying he does not have a problem with my top 10. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
I mean, you can argue it, but I would put LeBron ahead of Steph Curry.
I'm not putting LeBron in front of Steph. No way. No way.
Two-way player.
I'm not putting him. I'm not. LeBron ain't no two-way player.
Yes, he is.
He's no more two-way player than Steph is.
Mm.
He has his
All right,
moments.
well,
No, Nathan. He has his moments. He has his moments of being a two-way player. He has his moments.
I'm not going to argue because I'm not going to win anyway. So.
So what you're thinking, LeBron is? I have him at 11.
I mean, yeah.
If I put him in somebody, it would be Embiid because Embiid is not playing.
Yeah, it's splitting hairs. I mean, you're splitting hairs.
So I'd put it. So that's what I'm saying. I'd put him in there. But I mean, how about if I do LeBron 10A? So does anybody have a problem with SGA being number 2 and Jokic being 1?
Not after tonight, no, not really.
Yeah. Now going back to the Thunder in our next 2 games, the Rockets on Friday. What is your thoughts?
Well, you better win that after you lose this one. I don't think it's going to be a letdown game anymore because you lost this one. So I don't think it's going to be a letdown. I think they're going to focus back up on it and probably have another couple good days of practice, get back in the gym and get back after it. But I think they'll probably handle the Rockets. If they would have won tonight on an easy, like a blowout game, I think you probably would have had to worry about the Rockets a little bit more, and you're going to have to worry about them now. But yeah, they're going to. I mean, SGA is he's going to refocus.
Yeah, he's gonna come back. He's gonna be on fire, bro. But he played terrible.
Yeah, and he's going to get pissed off too.
Yeah, he's pissed off.
I might as well go ahead and call it. He's going for 35 against the Rockets. I promise.
Yeah, my deal with him is I agree with Hotspot. He normally shots that he hasn't done. I don't know last time he's got to the middle and shot a fadeaway. He's pump faking and trying to get people up, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's missing layups going to the basket. He missed 3 layups tonight at least? J-Dub missed a couple. He missed one really that he needed to have. Dort missed one. I mean, we missed a lot. Like you said, we missed a lot of easy. Free throws were terrible. I mean,
Mason, everybody was missing.
But you know what?
Chad was missing layups.
I know, but if we're going to lose one, I'm okay with this one. Agreed?
I mean, yeah, but the problem is Denver. I mean, they're not that good.
They're 5-3 right now.
Yeah, but
they're 5-3 right now. But you understand is
we haven't played.
What?
I was say outside of Denver, we haven't played a very good game yet.
No, but you know what? Though we haven't played. The only good teams we've really played are the Nuggets twice. The Magic didn't have Banchero, so you can't count that. The Clippers are okay. The Spurs are still young, but the only teams we've really played that are worth it is the Nuggets twice. Now, we have the Rockets. We have the Rockets on Friday, Golden State on Sunday, and then the Clippers on Monday. These next 3 games are very important. We have to go 3-0. You can't give. I don't think you can give up.
Yeah, you got to go 3-0.
You got to go 3-0.
You got to go 3-0.
And that's part of what, to me, when I look at our team, the thing like we talked about, we are deep. I think other than the Celtics, we're the 2 deepest teams in the league. Okay. But the difference is that the mistakes that he's still making are the mistakes that Missoula made and the Celtics fixed them and we haven't. So to me, that's part of what the Thunder need to fix are those little mistakes that we're making. The Thunder needs to fix those. And you can't do that because you're keeping your coaching staff in type because they're doing exactly what Presti wants. And so they're going straight down the line. They're party line players, and that's fine. But we're not going to win like that. He's got to make better decisions in certain moments of the game. He has to have somebody who understands the flow of the game and which lineup to put because clearly, but I'm going to say this, Nathan, clearly he knows what lineup to do because when we got behind 2, he put in the lineup that he needed to put in there in the first place. So clearly he knows which lineup to play. that you and I have been talking about. He clearly knows which one to do, but it's understanding when to do it and getting caught between being a developmental coach and a coach that's trying to win.
But here's another thing too. Boston just has better veterans. I mean, we've got one veteran.
And they got beat tonight too. So they got beat tonight. So they're 7-2, and the Cavaliers are still the only unbeaten team right now. They won tonight, so they're 8-0 or 9-0. What are they? 9-0 now, I think.
They're 9-0, yeah.
What's up, Roshan? But I'm just gonna say this. It's clear that the coach understands what lineups to play. Okay? But the question is understanding when to play them. Okay? You have to understand flow of the game, and that's his biggest issue. The Cavs have the best coach, the best coached. I don't know about that. Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in the NFL, bro. So, I mean, I do like the coach of Cavs. Who do you think is the best coach? If Spoelstra's not it.
What about Popovich?
Popovich is not coaching.
What about Popovich?
I'd like to know what's wrong with him. By the way, let's give our prayers for Coach Coach Pop. So we hopefully that he's gonna make it better. But I'm just saying, Rashawn, Cavaliers are not the best coach. They don't have the best coach. The best coach is
I don't even know who their coach is.
Bickerstaff.
Oh yeah, no, he's not. He's not. No.
But this is the deal.
No.
The Cavaliers last year, to me, this is the difference than the Cavaliers last year to this year. All he says, he means the Cavs coach will win the coach of the year. That's possible. If they continue to do what they do, the question is, will they continue on this road? Because it's only 9 games in. And remember, the first 20 games are the telltale sign of where you are as a team and who you are. You should understand what your lineups are. You should understand what we've got to do to win. We should understand who our best players are. Everybody should understand their roles by the first 20 games. So that's when it really starts to get serious at that point. So we'll see where that is. But I'm not going to go against you, Rashawn, about that. He could win if they continue to do what they're going to do. But that being said, players-wise, we have the second best roster, deep-wise, in the league behind the Celtics, 100%. But it's like the coaching staff. I mean, the point I was making about the Cavaliers last year, when Donovan Mitchell got in, he and what's our other guard's name? The shooter that's twitchy.
Darius Garland.
They had to figure out where they were, how do they fit, and I think they pretty much figured that out, the chemistry. And Jared Allen, they've got beasts in the middle. They're long defensively with LeVert. They can play. They can defend you, just like us. The reason why I think they're behind us in defensive efficiency, and then on top of that, I think that they are they're leading number one in something. I forget whatever it was. They have a category that they're leading the league in, but they're undefeated, and a lot of it has to do with how they're in the East. Okay, is that not, Nathan?
Yeah, they don't guard the perimeter as well as we do.
No, but they do have. They can guard you, but their two bigs are nice. But the Thunder are the same way. We are very nice. I like what we have. I like our lineup. I like what we have to offer. My thing is this. You lineups, flow of the game. And I have it marked in there right when we lost the game. Third quarter. And a team as good as us should never, ever, ever give up 40 points in a quarter.
We've done it twice in a week. 42-point quarter to the Spurs.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the Spurs were – I'm talking about to a rival team. I'm talking about a team that you've got to – you know what I'm saying? The Spurs didn't have they don't have Jokic. They don't have Michael Porter Jr. They don't have – you know what I'm saying? They're a bottom-tier team. If they could get hot, and that's fine, but they're going to cool off. A team like the Denver Nuggets would be giving up 40 to them, or giving up 40 to the Celtics, or giving up 40 to the Cavaliers, or giving up 40 to Timberwolves, or giving up 40 to the Mavericks. That's what I'm talking about. You can't give up 40 to them. That's what I was trying to say. I guess I should have been clearer on that. But you can't give up 40 points in a quarter to that quality of a team. That's what I should.
Still a good team.
Yes, that's. I probably should express that differently, but yeah, That's what I'm trying to say. And you can't do it. But again, Nathan, I've got my notes right there. I'm just like, please, lineup change. And then he put in SGA. He took out SGA. I'm like, the hell are you doing? And once again, for 2-3 years, this is the third year. For 2 years, SGA played the first quarter and third quarter. And then you bring in the other guys that you need to bring in. Now, this year, you have completely changed that, and you're flipping the roles of J-Dub and SGA. And the SGA is like, man, what are you doing? Well, I mean, but he knows what he's doing. They know what they're doing. They showed you the very first game of the year in preseason what they're looking for. SGA sat, Dort sat. They showed you what they're wanting to do and where they're trying to go. 100% clear as day. When I saw that, I was like, oh, so you're just gonna come out and just say it now? You're just gonna do it, huh? Okay. I mean, I'm sorry, and I've been talking about this for a year? And I'm telling you, dude, it's sad. Go ahead, Nathan.
No, I don't really. I mean, very few times, I don't really have much to add because I kind of feel the same way.
You can just look at SGA and tell, man. Look at him; he ain't having fun. He's not happy. You can just look at him and tell, like, man, what? Okay, this is what you want, and it's the same thing to KD, who led the league 4 out of 5 years in game-winning and game-winning, game-tying shots. For 4 years he led the NBA. The 5th year that he knew he was going to be gone, you could just tell the way that he just wasn't the same guy. And that was the year that, of course, we lost to Golden State. He just wasn't the same guy. And you could just see, he was like, okay, y'all want this dude, you can have him. And all the fans still love Westbrook because, oh, we stayed. You dumb people, don't you see what the hell happened? They picked him over KD. KD's like, if you want him, you can have him. With Ibaka, if you want him, you can have him. They bounced. They wanted the hell out of here. And remember, who else did we get rid of? Reggie Jackson. We traded. Sabonis. I mean, I don't understand what people are looking at. I don't get it. And they love Westbrook, and I'm like, he is one of the best players for 45 minutes. And they keep his ass out the game.
Tonight it was 48 minutes.
Well, there's only 48 minutes in a game. He did not play the whole game.
No, he didn't.
What I'm just saying is that he makes the dumbest plays and makes the mistakes down the stretch. And he used to wear me out. I'm like, please take him out. Do you know when he was with us, he had the worst percentage in the history of the game in assist to turnovers ratio in the NBA history in the final 2 minutes of a game. Worst in history. I'm like, listen, Russell, he knows one speed, full. Okay? That's all he knows. I'm going 100% hard. Well, Russell, that's fine, but we need you to slow down here and not try to take it 1-on-4 and create some crazy shot at the basket and can't finish. He did that tonight. We don't need you shooting threes, even though he was 3 for 4. He gets up for Oklahoma City every time. It doesn't matter. Because he's pissed that they got rid of him.
Yes, he does.
Because they're pissed they got rid of him. But I don't blame him we got rid of him. I wanted his ass gone before Kevin did. Get rid of him. Keep James Harden. But I do understand why they got rid of Harden.
Yeah.
No, I understand why they get rid of Harden because Harden, and everyone forgets, the reason why we got to the finals was because of what James Harden did to the San Antonio Spurs. And then once we get to the finals, he was a no-show like he's been in every other playoff series. You know what I'm saying? He turned out to be, that's who he is. Okay? That's who he is. So I get it, but it's just frustrating. Let me see. Hotspot said he just went back and saw the highlights. We made the same mistakes that we did in the playoffs against the Mavs. We double-teamed, and it cost us the game because it left them open for 3. Yes, agreed, Hotspot. I mean, you can see that DeRusso put his hands on his head twice. I'm like, Yeah, bro, you know better than that. Why are you leaving Porter? He's on fire. And did you see that stat? Was that you that told me that Westbrook had 5 threes all year?
Yeah, 5 threes all year. Mm-hmm. Yep, 7 games, 5 threes. 1 game, 3 threes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I listen, and I want to tell everybody, listen, I love our team. So does Nathan. But
Yeah,
because go ahead. Sorry, Nathan.
I was gonna say, I think Hardenstein's gonna make a heck of a difference.
Oh, it's going to be line him, but him and
He's
Jay Will are going to make a huge difference because you don't have to worry about Jang.
yeah. He plays tonight. We win that game.
100%. But once again, we didn't think we were going to need him to play. I mean, come on. But when the whole thing is in the third quarter, and I marked down right when it was, and I'm like, this is what's happening. How are you an NBA coach and you don't understand the flow of the game? And then, but what we're trying to say, people, is none of us hate the Thunder. We're not trying to be hard. We're not trying to be hating on the Thunder. All we're doing is saying, here are the deficiencies. This is what we need to get better at. Here are the problems that we're going to have to fix if you want the chip. And for those of you who don't understand what a chip is, for us to have the championship.
Here's the thing, though, too. I mean, we're just outlining how easy it could have been to win this thing.
Yeah, and still almost won. SJ had arguably one of his worst games ever. He played terrible. I don't know how he's plus
the worst
3.
game I've ever seen him play.
I mean, I don't know how the hell he was plus 3. What are you talking about? Plus minus? What play? He had 8 turnovers. How is he a plus anything? Hotspot said that because of the Warriors, he almost hate the 3-point line. Agreed. The best way to beat teams who like to shoot threes is run them off the court to get their legs tired. Now you run them off the 3-point line. Hotspot. You run them off the 3-point line. That's how you beat them. Which is what people and that's what people have done to Isaiah Joe. They run him off the 3-point line, force him to do step back threes. I'm like, just catch and shoot. When you're open, just catch and shoot in rhythm. Why are you trying to do a step back? Why are you trying to shoot over somebody 6'11"? What are you doing? He's trying to turn himself into a scorer, and he's a shooter. And there's a difference. But I'm going to say this. All we're doing, people, is we're being not critical, but what we're basically doing is critiquing what the Thunder deficiencies are and how do we improve those deficiencies so when you're playing a Boston in a 7-game series, or you're playing the Mavericks in a 7-game series, or you're playing the T-Wolves or the whomever, understand what the differences are. And there's no way in the hell this coaching staff doesn't know what the best 5-6 players together as a group are. No way in hell, because every time he needs to, he does that. But this time, instead of him making that change when the flow of the game was coming against us, he didn't do it, and he waited till they already got in rhythm. They got in rhythm, and it was over. That's what happened. Those 2.5 minutes. That's what happened. And all we're saying is those are things he knows what the 5 is, because when they got on their run and got up, he put them in. Well, when you felt the flow of the game happening, and in my notes I have it right there. That's all I'm saying. Let me see. The last play of the game, SJ could have faked upwards and bounced past it to Chet for a dunk.
Yeah, but he's taking that shot.
Yeah, he's taking that shot. He's taking that shot, Hotspot. But the whole thing is, Hotspot, if Shea would have been Shea tonight, in the right frame of mind, he makes the shots that he missed tonight. But like you said, Hotspot, he's trying to work on his 3-point percentage, and I've said this. And Nathan and I both said this at the beginning of the year. He's trying to turn himself into a 3-point shooter as well, because I've said for 2 years, once he starts knocking down threes consistently and you've got to come out on him, his ball handling skills are ridiculous. He's going to go by you. My boy Andrew D1 said, Nuggets smoked your boy. Yes, they did. Andrew, we've been saying that, bro. The Nuggets smoked him. We sure did. Did we not say that, Nathan? Hey, I can't argue with you, Andrew. I mean, he did not. He played terrible.
Forget, though, the last 3 games in that building. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, we smoked him. Oh, and by the way, SGA Burgess agrees with you, Nathan. The SGA had to take that shot at the end. We agree. He's got to shoot that.
Yeah, he's taking the shot.
He's taking that
Got
shot.
to shoot. Your best player's got to take the last shot.
But yeah, Andrew, Nuggets did smoke my boy, and SGA is my boy. I'm not gonna say that he should be your damn boy. Should he not, Nathan?
If you're a Thunder fan, yes.
If SGA is not your boy, then I don't know who the hell your boy should be.
J-Dub, man.
Well, he's probably a J-Dub fan, probably. Rashawn, SGA isn't scoring enough to win the MVP. He needs to shoot more. I disagree with that, Rashawn. He's averaging 26 a game. If he stays there and we keep winning, he'll win the MVP. He doesn't have to score 30. If he's leading the team in scoring, which he will, and he's doing what he's doing, and we're winning still, he'll win the MVP. Oh, Andrew D1. Hey, Nathan. Andrew D1. Jokic is my boy. I'm Serbian. I have no problem with you, Andrew D1. I've got Jokic as my number one player. I've got Jokic as my number one player.
Yep.
Andrew, you missed my top 10 players. I've got Jokic number one, SGA number two. So I'm with you. I have no problem with Jokic. He's a beast, bro. He had a triple-double tonight. What, 29? What do you have, 23 points, 20 rebounds, 19 assists, or 19 rebounds, 20 assists, or something like that? He's a monster. Hotspot says that SGA...
I'd love to have him on our team.
Yeah. So Hotspot says he's an elite shooter. He doesn't need to shoot threes. Most of the greats didn't need to shoot threes, but were surrounded by snipers who could knock down the shot in crucial moments. I agree. And I've said that the one thing I want to add is a knockdown shooter. Have I not, Nathan? Maybe another big, but I'm okay with Jay Will. I'm okay with Jay Will still staying. But I think we need a straight up knockdown three. But Andrew, I'm with you. Jokic is the number one. He's the best player in the league.
If SGA would just play his game, and honestly, I mean, and I just popped in my head, if SGA just plays his game, then maybe some of the other guys make more of their shots.
That's right. The whole point is when SGA is rolling, Nathan, okay, he's currently at 25.6. The last 2 years he's averaging 30. Okay, Rashawn, let me put some context of what you're saying. There's only been 3 dudes in the history of the game, Rashawn, that averaged 30 points, 2 steals, and 50% from the field. Okay? And there's only been 2 of them who've done it more than once. Okay? So,
yeah, him and Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, and him. And Jordan did it 5-6 times. Steph only did it. Steph is what? He's been in the league how many years now, Nathan? 16? 15, 16 years? And he's done it.
09 draft.
Yeah, so he's done it for 15, 16 years. He's done it once, but he's done it twice, averaging 30 and 50% shooting. He's done that twice. So for SGA to have done it back-to-back, for SGA to be back-to-back, that's crazy. Adrian one said, my bad. I saw you live on my feed and saw Oklahoma City Thunder and wanted to talk some shit. You can do that, bro. We have no problem. Yes, my bad, OG. You seem chill. He goes, my bad, OG. You seem chill and no ball, so I'm not biased when you get my sub. Thank you, brother. I'm not biased at all. So I appreciate you, my friend. And Hotspot, Shea should have won MVP last year, but the league was in some BS. Well, I'm going to say this. The reason why SGA did not win it last year was because he missed the Celtics, the 76ers, and the Pacers game. Remember in that 4-game swing, we had talked about that. And what he did is he made the jump shot to beat the Knicks, and then he missed the next 3 games. That cost him the MVP because nobody's seen him. So I agree with that.
Yep.
But I appreciate you, Andrew D1. No problem. But my thing is this. People like, we had our boy John had to get in an argument. We talked about that, Nathan, the other day. Let me see. Andrew D1. Thunder are going to be a good team for a long time. Shea is definitely a superstar, extremely young and talented. Agreed. Hotspot. Yeah, that's still some BS, though. I agree, bro.
If they keep him.
But they're not going to keep him.
If they keep him.
They're not going to keep him. They want J-Dub just like they wanted Russell. They're screwing up the dynamics of this team. And you can just see, dude, he's not having fun. Last year he was smiling and busting people's ass. This year he's just not there. He's shooting well below his shooting percentage. He's trying to shoot threes, like Hotspot said, which I'm okay with. But go ahead and shoot the three and then take people off the dribble. Like, when's the last time he took some? You've never seen him go. I mean, how many times a night, Nathan, was he in the middle and didn't shoot a fadeaway from the elbow, the middle of the lane?
He only shot one or two tonight. One or two.
I mean, I'm like, you need to get a bucket and you don't shoot the turnaround fadeaway, spin, really? And playing against Bron, like Bron's gonna stop you? I mean, he's just, he was out of sync tonight, totally 100% SGA was. And Hotspot, yeah, that's still some BS though, but this is my thing. When I break down Jokic's 3 MVPs, or there's 2, okay? The first one that he won should have went to Embiid, okay? Or excuse me, should have went to Giannis for Giannis' 3rd in a row. The second MVP he won, that should have went to Embiid. The 3rd MVP that he lost, that should have went to Jokic. His 3rd one, he should have won that instead of Embiid. And then last year,
No, he's got 3.
no, I understand he won the 3rd one last year. But what I'm saying is he won the first one when Giannis should have won 3 in a row. The second one he won, Embiid should have won that one. The 3rd one that he lost to Embiid, that's the one he should have won. Okay? And then last year, SGA, had he played in those 3 games, SGA would have won the MVP because we're the number 1 seed. But we're on Bali TV. Nobody saw Bali TV. We weren't even on, we weren't on NBA League Pass. So nobody saw him play. If you weren't in Oklahoma City or whatever and had Bali, you never saw SGA play. So if he'd have played more, if he'd have played in those 3 games, that's what cost him the MVP the way that I believe, because he didn't get enough East Coast people to watch him play. Yes, Andrew, the only problem with Jokic not winning another one this year is because the first one he won, they were the 5th seed, the 4th or 5th seed when he won that first one, which is BS. How the hell are you a 4th seed in the NBA and win an MVP? That's ridiculous. It's like Russell winning the MVP when Nathan, the 8th seed or something? 6th seed. I mean, that's ridiculous. But Russell won his, and there was never an argument whether he was the best player in the league. He wasn't, and nobody disputed that. But because he had a triple-double for the season, that's why they rewarded him with the MVP. Let me see. Hotspot asked the question, can you tell me why everybody thinks the Celtics are better than us? We're better than the Celtics in the 7-game series. You want to answer that, Nathan, first?
No. Yeah, well, for one, they won the title last year.
Right.
For 2, their 1 through 5 or 1 through 6 even probably is way better than our 1 through 6. Now you go 11 deep or 10.
We're better. They're better than us. Their 7-8 is better than our 7-8.
I would say 7. I don't know about 8, but 7 for sure.
Well,
because Pritchard's a good player, but I don't think.
But he makes the shots they need to make. So does Hauser.
Well, see, here's the thing, though, dude. Here's the thing. If SGA plays his game, so do our guys.
No. I understand that, but in a 7-game series, what happened last year?
To us or them?
To us.
Well, we didn't have enough shooters.
Right. So
Or they weren't making them.
the 2 advantages, thank you, Celtics, Andrew. Number 1 thing is they are more experienced than we are, number 1. Number 2, their coaching staff is better than us. After that, their 2 best players are better than our 2 best players.
Yeah,
Now,
not even close.
they're right.
Plus they got 5 guys on that team that made an all-star team.
Yeah, their 5 is deep. But this is the deal. If SGA, like you're saying, is doing his thing, which allows everybody else to feel free that they can just play and not put any pressure on him because he's got their back, Oklahoma City is unstoppable. And then last year, I'm sorry, what?
Did Derek White make the All-Star team last year?
No, it was just those
Like,
two.
then they had 6.
I think it was Porzingis.
They
Maybe
had,
I don't know if Porzingis made it. I know that the other two made it.
If Derek White would have made it, that would have made 6 guys because Horford's made an All-Star team. Porzingis
Oh, okay. That it made. Oh, that it made the All-Star team. I think yes. I don't think
no, not last year and All-Star team.
Okay, I don't think Derek White has made one. I know that Drew has made one. Porzingis has made one. Tatum and Brown have both made one. Horford has made one, so they got 5.
And we have 1.
Hotspot says that SGA is better than Tatum. Yes.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
Yes. That's why when I put up.
Do I wish?
Okay, here we go.
SGA was 6'10".
Yeah. But here's my. So Nathan's gonna get mad at me, but I only did 10. Okay, here you go, Hotspot, and Andrew. This is for you too. Here's my top 10 players in order. Now, the thing with LeBron is, if I have to, I would take Embiid out because he hasn't played yet and he's been hurt. Yeah, Derek White was an Olympian, but he shouldn't have been. Brown should have been the Olympian, not Derek White. So Burgess, I don't really count that. But anyway, here's my top 10 guys. And
Jaylen Brown comes up again.
But he said that Derek White was an Olympian. And I'm saying that that he should not have been over Jaylen Brown. Agreed?
No.
So, but anyway, but Andrew, Jokic is
never going to argue that Jaylen Brown is a better
No,
player.
well, I just asked you a simple question. Who should Derek White have been over Jaylen Brown as an Olympian? It's a simple question.
Yes.
Oh, my God, stop. Okay, Andrew.
No, I'm saying yes, he should have been. No, he shouldn't have. Jaylen Brown should have been in instead.
Right. Oh, he goes, I agree, was just joking. Okay, thank you, brother, because Burgess, we're like, what the hell? But anyway, Jokic, SGA, Luka, Giannis, Tatum, Embiid, which we could take him out, KD, Steph, and AD, and Ant-Man. And then if you want to, I'll put LeBron 10, but I'm not putting him in front of AD, and I'm not putting him in front of Embiid. I'm not putting him in front of KD or Steph. I put him at 10 because he's 11 for me right now. So those are my 10. And so, Andrew, there you go. Here's my 10 right there. So I got Jokic, I got SGA too. But I think that if we continue what we're going to do and we are the number 1 seed again, I will say that SGA will win the MVP, even though he averages 25, 26 a game. But he's got to get out of this funk. Whatever's going on, they need to fix it. Because the Thunder are not going to win if that guy is not happy. He's got to be on point to beat the Nuggets. He's got to be on point to beat Dallas. He's got to be on point to beat the T-Wolves. He's got to be on point to beat Boston. He's got to be on point to beat the Knicks. He's got to be on point to beat the Pacers. He's got to be on point to beat Philly. He's got to be on point to beat the Pelicans. He's got to be on point to beat the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be on point for those to win.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Andrew says he thinks Tatum might be a little too high, but since he just won the chip, I get it. I don't know how you're going to put anybody in front of him. Who are you going to put in front of him? Andrew? Who are
Jaylen Brown.
No. He says he thinks my top 10 is pretty solid, though. I appreciate that, homie, but my deal is this. I don't see how you can put anybody in front of Tatum on that top 7. I mean, that other 5. I don't. He's balling.
I don't know. I think I like Ant-Man a little bit more than you do, I think.
No, but my deal is I'm not putting him in front of AD, and I'm not putting him in front of Steph, and I'm not putting him in front of KD yet. He's only 21.
22.
Okay, he's not there yet.
No, he's not, but man, he's good.
Oh, he's good. Oh, my God, he's fantastic.
I don't like him. I hate him. I don't like him at all.
He's a beast, bro.
Good.
He's an absolute beast. He's a beast.
I'm tell you, for 20 years, I hated Kobe Bryant. But that guy was absolutely amazing.
Tony Bryant? Who? Kobe Bryant. Oh, Kobe.
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, Kobe is top 5, bro, of all time. He's a monster. Rashawn is with you, Nathan. Brunson over Durant to do durability.
Brunson over Durant?
Yeah, that's what he said.
No, no. I said Brunson over Jalen Brown, not over Durant.
What did I have? What did I have? Brunson number.
I
Oh, he
didn't think you
goes.
had him in there.
Andrew says he's taking Curry over Tatum, maybe Durant too. I don't know, bro.
Oh,
No, I'm not. I'm not. Not
no,
now.
no,
Not now. Not now.
no.
Not now. My deal with Jason Tatum has always been, um, and Rashawn says Durant gets hurt. Yes, he does. But my thing with Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown is very simple. They don't have go-to shots. When I need a bucket, what do I go to? SGA's is the fadeaway spin move fadeaway on the baseline, or the fadeaway spin move at the elbow in the paint. That's his go-to shots,
Used to be anyway.
and he didn't do any of
Used to be.
those. He didn't do any of those tonight. I'm like, what? You sitting there pump faking? What are you doing? But I think had he made a couple of those layups, I think that's different for him. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't. Dude, he had some terrible turnovers. Like he jumped in the air one
Yeah.
time and threw the ball away, and I'm like, why aren't you shooting the ball? Why are you jumping in the air and not shooting? Why are you trying to pass? I mean,
Yeah.
go ahead and score. I don't.
Looks
And
like that foul. That foul where he goes up and he gets fouled. He hears the whistle and then passes the ball.
I,
What are you doing?
dude, tonight. SJ was not there. He just wasn't.
Which is strange because usually he doesn't. He doesn't have games like that.
No, he doesn't. It was very frustrating. So, but anyway, let's get out of here, man. I got to go to bed. I got stuff to do in the morning. I got a long day tomorrow.
Same here. I'm tired.
Let me see.
I'm tired.
Andrew says there's a reason that boy Tatum got benched on the Olympic squad.
Hey, does Andrew watch?
Andrew.
Brothers do the UFC thing. Does he watch Jokic's brothers do the UFC thing too?
I don't know. Andrew, did you hear that? Did you watch Jokic's boys do the what's the UFC? I don't watch
stuff.
I don't watch UFC, so I don't know.
No, I don't either.
He said that SGA might be hurt, and I thought he was limping a little bit. I'm not gonna put that out there, man. Rashawn, let's not put that out in the ethos. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Burgess says night, and I want to thank everybody else for tonight. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll be back on, was it Wednesday night, Nathan? When we play again? Wednesday? Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Well,
Friday.
Friday night. Well, it depends on how bad we kick their butts. But I probably will be back on for sure. I'll probably be back on because I have to. We have the Special Olympics on Saturday morning, so I have to open up the gym and make sure all the Special Olympics kids for Saturday morning. So I don't know how late I can be up because I got to be up at 6. And by the way, Nathan, he said he knows his brothers are fighters. Thank you, Andrew. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you guys again. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see you again, brother. We appreciate you. And for everybody else, hey, thank you for
Western Conference Finals, man.
Yeah, thank you for watching this edition of the After the Storm with my guy Nathan Taylor. Appreciate you coming on tonight too, Nathan. Appreciate all your comments and you guys engaging. I think we've got a good group of people. Everybody kind of understands basketball. We don't have some idiots saying a bunch of stupid stuff. So I appreciate that. And for all the people else that just didn't, just watched, appreciate your watching.